Oh, good morning. Good to be here once again. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning, and very, very beautiful to start the day and the show with the bright smile, because definitely I'm going to be wishing everybody watching us out there a very lovely day today. And if you're going to have a lovely day, you need to go out there with a smile, despite the fact that we all know that yes, we have issues, burdening issues in the country, but then, like everybody will say, I cannot come and die now. I can't kill myself. I cannot come and kill myself. All right, I'm going to be your host this morning. My name is Yinka Kenny. Yes, I have gentlemen in the studio with me, garnished left, right, and center. Okay, left, right. Okay, left and right. Okay. Well, the Bible said that I am blessed amongst men. This morning, I am blessed amongst men. I was saying offset that this morning I have my crush and my set husband. So what's going to happen? I hope there's not going to be war. But my crush decided to give up on me this morning. My crush said that, please face your set husband. Later we'll do our own. You know, most of the times people they say you can talk to your side chick about the wife at home, but you can't talk to. All right, this morning, looking into the papers with me, I have on set with me the one and only Are Oladende Ariomo.
You add the line, your set husband.
My set husband.
And I'm getting to crush your crush.
Yeah.
Good morning, viewers. Glad to be back.
Yes, good to be here. Good to have you on set this morning.
Same here.
Barrister Olayinka Daniels, my namesake. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, viewers.
Okay. He's a gentleman to the call. Thank you for being my guest. No, where you know, people like him.
Because I threatened David. I forced him to back out.
I don't make trouble.
I forced him to
back out. You maintain your lane. Yes, I want to believe we're going to have a good time on set this morning while dissecting the stories that we have in the papers this morning. But before we go on to the papers this morning, I will be giving you some COVID-19 highlights this morning. We have medical issues all over Nigeria. We know that COVID-19 is a global issue, but unfortunately here in Nigeria we have our own medical issues. We have our own medical problems, and I think that it is high time that the Nigerian government begins to give attention to those ailment diseases that is fast taking our citizens away. And most especially, we find that we're talking about the likes of cholera, talking about the likes of Lassa fever. Unfortunately, Lassa fever is taking the lives of our medical practitioners. It's very, very unfortunate that even until now is still an issue in Nigeria. And we might want to say that, well, it's common in some part of the country. Probably, well, it's not here in the southwestern part of the country. It's not, but I tell you, it is fast approaching. And I tell you, the evil you do not take care of, because it's not happening to you right now, might end up creep into your own life and cause havoc. So I want to beseech the bodies that are supposed to be responsible, for all of these. Please, the NCDC and every other bodies, to please, we need more attention given to these other diseases and begin to look for alternative means. COVID-19 highlights this morning till date 253,780 cases have been confirmed. 230,145 cases have been discharged, and 3,139 deaths have been recorded in 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. The 53 new cases are reported from 10 states. We have 16 cases from Gombe, and Rivers we have 12, Cross River 8, Kaduna 4, Niger 4, Kwara 3, Bayelsa and Kano, they came down with 2 cases each, while Ogun State and Oyo State also came down with 1 case each. A multi-sectoral National Emergency Operations Center, EOC, activated at level 2, continues to coordinate the national response activities. And on the 7th of February 2022, 53 new cases have been recorded in Nigeria. Yes, I was talking about Lassa fever before I went into the COVID-19 report. Unfortunately, situation report on Sunday from the NCDC, 40 deaths represented a case of fatality rate of 19.0%, lower than the CFR for the same period in 2021, which was 22.2%. According to the report, 211 confirmed cases of the disease were recorded out of a total of 981 suspected cases, adding that 14 states had recorded at least 1 confirmed case across 43 local government areas. It explained, of all confirmed cases of Lassa fever, we're talking about Lassa fever now, 82% are from Ondo State, Edo State, and Bauchi State. Well, and when we talk about Ondo State, we are fast coming to this side of the country. All right, and the center also explained that no new health care was affected in the 4th week of January. Gentlemen, we find ourselves here. Are we not going to declare an emergency on our...
Well, I was wondering why you didn't mention malaria fever. Yeah, common as it is, it's still killing people. Unfortunately, let me not say we now, because we the people, we must be exempted. The holders of levers of power, managers of our commonwealth and our resources, they have not acquainted themselves well at all. From across the board, no government is exempted. There has not been serious upgrading of healthcare, whereby we would people no longer die carelessly of diseases or ailments that should have been taken care of. And the net effect of this is that people now resort to prayer houses, and consulting fake practitioners of all manner of practices. Some say they are into acupuncture and all manner of herbalists who are not trained anywhere, who don't have the knowledge befitting of that practice. So it's unfortunate, and now I'm done with this government for all I care. If whatever they plan to do within 8 years, they've not done in 7 years, I no longer expect that thing to be done again. I'm not a blind dreamer. I dream reasonably. So, but we should begin to make up our mind that whoever is coming in as president, governor, or whatever, we challenge them. Let them tell us the specifics of their offering. Don't just come and tell me you will bring power from heaven or hell. Yeah, because the last weekend was traumatic across Nigeria. Most people were in darkness after so much money had been thrown into electricity, after all the so-called privatization. So it's very unfortunate.
Olayinka Daniels, Ara is saying that he's done with this government already. Are you also of the same opinion? Because for me, we still have more than a year to go.
Well, the administration is telling us that even with the time they have left, they can still fix a lot of things, and that they're not going to leave Nigeria the way Nigerian is. That they're going to do something before.
Maybe something different they hadn't done in the past 7 years.
Maybe because that is what they are
giving them a
us.
benefit of doubt.
You know, I don't. I mean, I allow people to then when it gets to the point where you're supposed to deliver. Because I remember this administration, when this administration started back in 2015, some of us were with them. In fact, before they came, we were all for a change.
Exactly.
They came, and then 1 year, people started talking. Some of us said no. We need to give them time. 2 years, 3 years. So we need to give them time. So at the 4th year, then we started asking questions. We had told people to give you time. So at this point, am I still going to continue telling them to give you time, and for 4 years you want to keep blaming the past administration?
But the election came in 2019, and we still voted, or Nigerians
voted you in, because we are not happy with the government.
Before you, your predecessor.
So if I sack a director and I'm employing a director to fix whatever that is wrong in the company, and all the director is giving me is excuses of how the thing was destroyed and not fixing it, then there's no business, that the director has no business taking over that company. And that is what is happening here. Now, but let me leave that aside. Let us address the health issue. For me, I've said it over time. This country is not about this current administration. It's been like that before now. This government, I mean, the Nigerian government, I use the word mediocrity. We practice mediocrity, not
democracy.
Not democracy, because it's just a government of a particular clique of social hierarchy. So it's not for the people.
And it's not by the people.
It's not by the people.
So it's not of the people.
It's not of the people.
According to you.
Yeah.
Well, according to the facts on ground, because it's still these few people that settle themselves. They don't care. If they care about us, if life is important in this country, tell me, okay, about the healthcare system in place in this country. If you have anything more than headache in this country, you are in soup. Anything. This is a country where you have a minister of labor saying that we have enough doctors, the one that wants those to go. This is a place where we have doctors that are not paid properly. This is a place, a country where agreements were signed by the health officers, the doctors, and all that were not fulfilled. This is a system, a country where nobody cares about human life. Because if they care about human life, how many, by the statistics of WHO, how many doctors, or how many people are supposed to, doctor to how many people in any country? One doctor maybe to about 10 people. So what do we have here? Maybe one doctor to about 100,000.
Even much more.
I was at one particular hospital, and the doctor, the files. This is a government hospital. The files, you need to see the files. And you know, people had to come in, and the doctors were so overwhelmed. There was so, because the one person had to attend to loads of people. Now tell me, you are in an hospital, the doctor is tired because he's been, attending to a lot of people. Then this same doctor is attending to you and is giving you report. Hello, he's drained. He can't think. He can't even process whatever you are telling him. Now tell me what is going to write on your report. So if we have a system that don't care about the people, the health care, the health officers in their country, then tell me how that transposed to the life of human being in the country. So for health care system here in Nigeria, for me, it is zero. So when it is zero, tell me, because COVID came and we're all making noise about COVID. Do you know
the unfortunate statistics? You say only one medical doctor is available to cater for every 4,845 Nigerians. That is the official data according to the reports we have as at yesterday. And we are also being told that Nigeria's population, according to the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics, was estimated at 193.4 million. That was in 2016. And we are being told also that as at December 2017, Nigeria had 42,845 registered doctors, dentists, and alternative medicine practitioners working in the country. Of this number, 39,912 they are medical doctors.
So now tell me, Ahinka, when you see, it's funny. You know why?
One doctor to for almost 5,000 Nigerians.
Personally, I do not believe in Nigerian statistics because we don't have that.
So it could be more.
Data. It could be more.
Oh my God.
We don't have it. Where's the data? Who is collecting it? Where to where? Where's the system collecting all the data?
Even without going that far, that number is a drop in the ocean for a 200 million population.
But then you were talking and you said that it had always been like that. That, you know, that's what from time immemorial. But you also mentioned while you were talking that in 2015, at the time this administration was coming in, the likes of you, the likes of myself, canvassed for this administration, and because we so much believed that probably they could do something.
Certainly, we were sure.
Where I am going is that if you and I had been of the opinion that we had been like this from time immemorial, and this person that we are conversing for is not even new, is also saying of same, then why did we decide to go that same route? That is my question.
Okay. Well, don't forget that when he was the head of state, it was a short time.
Okay.
So his time was, cut short. And now the short time they had, we saw what happened. Yes, there are the good side, the bad side, and all that, but we saw what happened, and some of us felt, okay, yeah, maybe some of us were very young then, but at least we saw things. At least we're in school, and all the discipline and things were okay. A number of things happened, and some of us were growing up then, and we felt okay.
But even at that, some people had the argument that all right, he wasn't actually, he had some sort of backup that, you know, assisted him at that point in time.
Well, I will call that fiction. Yeah, because
those were not confirmed.
Not confirmed, because this is a government of whatever. So you have the same way people are saying the vice president is in a particular administration.
People's opinion.
So what is he doing? The constitution is clear. What is the job of the vice president to the president? So we should just
when he doesn't have the power.
So as far as we are concerned, he was the head of state, and a number of things happened. So it was cut short. So some of us felt,
we believed in that.
What we have seen so far, the corruption, the insecurity, the best in the country, everybody doing their thing. Okay, maybe we will have this now. We will have enough time. What he couldn't do there, maybe you could fix it.
So wrapping up the medical issues in the country, where do we go from here?
That's a big question. Where do we go? I have called for reinvention of Nigeria on all faces and on all fronts. It's so disheartening that almost 2 years after COVID-19, charged or not, no hospital has been upgraded to what I would call world standard anywhere in this country. Not even one. The other day, I was speaking to a friend in Australia, and we're talking about, I sent him a prayer message, and he said, bros, I don't need these prayers. Yeah, that where I live, all of this, they come as giving. That I don't need that. You see, I remember, now, before you start calling me ancestor, there was a time here when you know the days of Nitel, when you want to use a phone, as you are carrying the handset, you are praying that what you are the number you are.
You don't make a mistake.
That should go through. That you should succeed. It was that bad, okay. And so when GSM came, we thought it's already a who, but sometimes, or rather, let me just say, 40% of the time, you still dial numbers. If when you put your phone side by side, another phone, you call that number, it will say it's not available.
And it's quite.
Why can't we get something right?
It's quite unfortunate. And I tell you that we are so very lucky here in Lagos State. Goes to some part of Nigeria. I was in Ekiti State 3 weeks ago, and honestly, I was almost rendered incommunicado.
In India, my Bharti Airtel number, I use it anywhere in the world, and single dial, you are sure
so
it will go through.
Where do we go from here?
Where are you going?
In
That's
simple sentences.
That we should begin to think of reinventing Nigeria. See, all the characters who are saying they want to be president now, right? They think it's a tea party. Nobody is telling us what they will do differently. They are not addressing our problems. They just kind of the clamor.
I heard one of the aspirants saying it's going to change Nigeria in 9 to 12 months.
At the end of the day, what we said wasn't right. They've started again consulting with people who are part of our problems. Yeah. Okay. And then they go to
reinventing Nigeria.
Traditional rulers. They begin to pray for them. Why are you praying for them? Ask them, why do you want to pray on Nigeria? Yeah, they go to pastors, prophets, and everybody. They start praying. Why are you praying for? What are you praying for? We have problems. We need solution providers.
All right. Thank you, Oladende. He believes we should reinvent Nigeria.
We have to.
I look forward to that reinvention. Okay, let's quickly go to the papers. Let's see what we have this morning. I deliberately did not come here because I knew it's going to come. It's going to be in the it's going to be on the front pages on the front page of the papers today. Honestly. All right, the Guardian this morning is coming with a list story. Fuel scarcity, panic buying in Lagos as NARTO threatens strike. Artificial scarcity caused by recall of dirty petrol, source claims. NARTO withdraw haulage services over diesel price, operation cost. And we have the picture story there in front of the Guardian newspaper showing several queues at different fuel stations yesterday. Also, we have federal government will bring Igbo back to Nigeria after prosecution in Benin, says Malami. Nigeria to spend 92% of 2022 revenue on debt servicing.
Are we not doing well?
Coming from
I will not do well.
IMF. All right. FG receives 2 million doses of J&J vaccine from EU, and as NCDC confirms 36 new infections. IPOB reaffirms April deadline for ban of cow meat in Southeast. McAfee, Wike say Nigeria bleeding from APC misrule. Seek united PDP for rescue. Airlines seek review of 200,000 naira COVID-19 test protocol per travel. That's really, really, really on the high side. We have so many stories I would really want us to really touch on, but time this morning. Let's briefly talk about this fuel scarcity. You know, I was traveling on Saturday, and I wanted to get fuel in my car, and I almost got to Mowe before I was able to get fuel in my car. And as even at that, I had to wait for about 30 minutes before, and initially I was wondering what's happening, until yesterday also, that I had to get fuel in my car, and I saw the fuel, and I asked the attendant, I said, what is actually going on? Let me hear from probably those that, you know,
are involved. This one is a sort of speculation. Initially, when I started seeing them, I didn't take it to mean anything. I just said it will pan out. It's not an issue. But it has now become aggravated that every corner you turn now, when there's a first season, there's a long queue. Now, you want to ask yourself, they said they retrieved bad fuel. Is that why we should embark on panic buying? They're talking of petrol that is highly inflammable. Before you know, there will be cases of fire here and there, and of course some may come with fatalities, and of course there will have been cases of loss of investments and properties. You know, I don't know why we are like this, because black marketers now, they are back on the streets in some places.
Oh really?
Yes, in Abuja they are back on the streets. They're not on the streets in Lagos yet anyway, but I can assure you, if this thing persists, they will come back. Since the government already said they're not going to be removing subsidy, I don't know why anybody in his wisdom will go and be storing petrol or be buying. I mean, we have to get it right. Though, like I said, the problems are mounting, they're enormous, but at the same time, don't compound your own personal situation.
Okay, Olayinka Daniels, we have been told, according to the news that is flying all over, we have been told that, well, the artificial scarcity was due to the recall of dirty petrol. It brings me back to the question of the fact that how did we get dirty petrol into circulation? We are supposed to have regulatory bodies. We're supposed to have, you know, bodies that will check, you know, durability, the state of the petrol, the condition, everything, and you know, in their portfolio to do their due diligence before this petrol comes into the country. What happened? Was it an oversight, or
that is the rot you see in the system? When nobody is accountable for anything, or when everybody gets away with whatever happens. Now, who are the marketers? Who brings in this fuel? There are processes to follow to check, like you, outline this, okay, this content, this, which one, and all that. So, then, who did that, or you just approve without doing
the due diligence?
Now we get that in almost all sectors. Oh, paddy, my fella will say, all that. So is my person, okay, just approve. Without, nobody cares. I've said it even in the health part of the world. In fact, this also is a health hazard, because nobody cares about the people. So everything goes here, and as we speak, nobody is going to ask questions there. Nobody is going to be napped for this. Okay, the other time, NNPC said that, oh no, we have so millions of liters that, no, there's no need for this, no need for that. Let's even say that, yes, the dirty petrol came in and was withdrawn. So what happened to all those ones? Or we are the problem ourselves. Why? Because by ordering, where I stopped this morning to buy.
Oh, because, you actually got?
Yeah, I got for and no queue. Where
I got mine from?
Yeah, no queue there. So when I asked the guy, I said, "Come, what is happening? Hope you people will not shut down to say, okay, because you be hearing, oh, there's queue everywhere, you will not shut down. He said, we will soon close because we are waiting for, we're waiting for fuel, and we don't know when it's coming, so we have to shut down now. The liters we have is not enough and all that. Already, they are going to close to create that panic among the people. So when you get to that filling station also, meanwhile they have fuel, but they're not going to sell. Then you are afraid. What is happening? And all that. Yesterday, the total on Bank Anthony, they always have fuel. When I was coming back in the evening, they were not selling. So now we do that to ourselves. Let's say the marketers, all those people, they have their own problem. But
and this is the point in time that those are the DPR,
the dealers, the marketers, all of them.
Also,
the attendants, yes. They are, okay, like what happened? Let me another one. As of this morning, maybe because he knows that okay, people will come and buy. Ordinarily, I don't use cash. Okay, I want to buy. I have my we are not using card this morning. They said we should not use card because we need to gather cash to do. I don't understand. Oh, and is it because you want to shut down and maybe the people that will come will bring cash so that you can get your cut from whatever? I mean,
still more.
So, also, so the system is is wonderful. Let me use that word. But yeah, it's wonderful. No, I don't want to use. I don't want to use the other one. It's wonderful because we ourselves. The truth is, most of this queue you see is just panicking nonsense.
But the DPR now, what are they doing? The Department of Petroleum Resources. I want to believe that this is part of their responsibility to make sure that
I've told you that we have regulatory bodies on papers.
Paper tigers.
Because how did it? Well, we are talking about this dirty fuel. How did it get into
circulation?
I mean, how? So if we have regulatory body, how did we get to that point? So they're just regulators on papers. So these guys will continue to do because they know that don't worry, this one will make noise. They will settle, and nothing happens.
Nothing happens because we are in a no consequence society. That even people get away with murder. Okay?
It's just unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
Okay, leaving the fuel and fuel scarcity, I want to talk about IPOB this morning, in the indigenous people of Biafra. They are saying that no more cow meat in southeastern part of the country, pardon me please, southeastern part of the country, as from the April this year.
Well,
now they are saying, according to them, they are saying they want to safeguard the people of Biafra from the Fulani set of people. Now, I strongly believe in Nigeria. IPOB, according to them, they have lost hope in Nigeria. And they strongly believe that when you talk about cow meat, you talk about the Fulani man. Now, is this the solution? Is this a solution?
Mr. President, push them to that point. We continue to have a herdsmen, they call it herdsmen farmers clash, which for me is a wrong narrative and it's wicked in the sense that farmers, all they want to do is to till the soil, plant.
So, but do you think telling people not to take cow meat or telling people not to patronize?
Wait, plant and expect rain to fall, they have bumper harvest and then they continue doing their business. But what happened? Fulani herdsmen, they will carry their cows from wherever to the farm and have the farm destroyed. So I hate to say that then they say Fulani herdsmen clash. No. When you invade people's farm, what took them months to achieve, and you came overnight with your animals and they eat up the farm, you are destroying somebody's investment, you are destroying his means of livelihood to even keep his family alive.
So
feed them.
2 wrongs doesn't make a right.
And it has led to several deaths on both sides. Because
Two wrongs will make a right.
because the point people started reacting. People started reacting.
Okay.
And then so it became a terrible situation. Among other things, anyway, IPOB came up and they said, look, Shebi, it's because you bring cows here to sell that we have your presence here. If we will not eat your product, you won't bring them here. Then we will stop having issues with the herdsmen.
Let me hear your opinion about it, because I'm looking at the rippling effect of this.
My take is a bit different. And first, we need to state clearly the correct statement. They did not say, IPOB didn't say their people should not eat cow.
Okay.
Good. So what they said is, Fulani, they should not buy cows from Fulani.
But they are the majority.
Hold on. I'm going somewhere.
Understand.
I'm going somewhere. We rear cows from my end. It's our cows, not Fulani's cows. The shepherd, yes, was a Fulani man, but that man came to our side, grew up there, had all his children. In fact, the other people that have cows is this same man that is taking care of all their cows. Now, part of how he make his own money is okay. Aside from the little you pay him, when maybe
let me read to you the statement from the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian newspaper is saying that the indigenous people of Biafra declared that its April 2022 deadline for the ban on consumption of cow meat in Biafra land remains sacrosanct.
I'm sorry, yes, you can read it on the front of the papers or whatever, but that's not the capture. Okay. And I'm sorry, I'm highly disappointed in the media because some of them, they want to sell, so they give wrong captures. And I have a very recent one. Sorry to bring this up. Unilag Faculty of Law alumni, we are having a program. It's a week. We're having a program, and we had a press conference, and we gave them press release statement, which we typed, and what we were to do. By the time the thing started coming out, it was the wrong narrative they were selling out there, just because they wanted to sell. Sell their.
The caption was wrong.
Was wrong. So before then, I've already had issues when newspaper or whatever carry different captions about president. I said, no, I've not heard Mr. President myself.
Okay, so coming back to this, you are of a different opinion that they are not saying do not take cow meat. They are saying do not entertain the Fulani.
You know why? Because what they are saying, they want to rear their own animals to eat. Yeah, they will rear theirs and they eat. For instance, I told you, in my community, you need to that my village, you need to see the cows people are, and they buy cows from us, people in that community. So same thing happen. You know why they can't stop eating cows and all that? Yes, they can say Fulani don't come and sell to us. Who is going to suffer? Who sells the cows when they kill? Is it the Fulani man? Do you see any Fulani man selling those things in this when you go to Abattoir here in Lagos? Is it a Fulani man that is selling meat? When you go to buy your markets here and there, is it the Fulani man that is selling the meat? So now, economical wise, who is benefiting? Who is losing? Tell me. So when you say,
I will not say that.
Hold on, sir.
I will tell you.
iPod need to be careful and not continue to, cause more troubles for that region. You've caused enough trouble for that region. I don't want to go into the secession. I don't want to go into the issue because all this happened because some people are marginalized. That's the truth. Don't let us use what
Shy away from it.
We can't shy away from it. Some people are marginalized. That is causing you can't do whatever. That's the genesis of this whole thing, and that's the foundation. So we should not shy away from that. Nepotism everywhere. So we all know, the president, everybody knows that. So that is not the issue right here. That's not what we're discussing. What we are saying is, look, you can continue to cause more havoc. Who is IPOD? Because the governors are saying different things. The people that they say stay indoor, don't come out Monday, you think they don't want to come out? You think they are obeying IPOD? They can't come out because of fear.
Exactly.
So not because that is what they want to do. You saw what happened the other time, burning cars, killing people and all that. So is that, that is for their own people that are going through this era of a thing. When you say don't eat, so your people are not going to. Now you are saying that all the people that make small money in that particular sector. So what happens to them? What are you fighting for? What cause? Sorry, this bunch of self-centered people that they get there, they will continue the same thing. Look, whoever we see at the top, whoever the Mr. President, whoever the whatever Mr. Governor, that person was chosen among us. All of us are the same. Let's face fact. All of us, these people, they will get whatever they are looking for. They will continue the same thing. Why are we deceiving ourselves?
So are you saying that in some way they are trying to break the monopoly?
Are they not doing Osu, what do you call it? In that same region?
See,
are they not doing Osu that is still castigating? Are they not still celebrating and marginalizing people in their own community?
But let me say this. You see, if the presidency had the reason to do occasion when these headers farmers clashes started, we will not be where we are today. Unfortunately, it's not peculiar to the southwest or southeast, because they also have the same problem in the north.
Yes.
To now worsen matters, banditry now came in, apart from those who already have to deal with terrorism. I think it's not looking good, but like I said, we must reinvent Nigeria. Anybody who's coming to campaign now, that will be governor, councillor, we must justify why you think I should vote for you.
Okay.
We did this in 2014, now 2015, right?
2015. And
by 2018, 2019, some of us we already walked away from supporting the government because it was not anywhere. He cannot argue how. He's not arguing in their favor.
Okay, let's go on to Nigerian Tribune this morning. Nigerian Tribune is also having the same caption as its lead story. Fuel queues resurface in Lagos, Ogun, Oyo. Moman blames operational challenges. NATO, that's the NARTO, threatens to withdraw all its service. Demands upward review for freight rate. Okay, we have talked so much about that. OAU students murder. Falana writes IGP seeks transfer of case to Oshun. And JAM introduces new USSD code for UTME registration. GTCO acquires mutual fund pensions. GTCO acquires mutual fund pension subsidiaries of Investment One Financial Services. Wow. And mother of 4 arraigned in Ondo for inflicting razor blade wound on 12-year-old boy for stealing meat. A very sad one. Here you hear of some strange stories, and you want to wonder if we have finally lost it all in this. There were some things that used to be
16, 17-year-olds start thinking of making money. The other day I saw one video and they were asking, they kidnapped 2 boys, they kidnapped 2 children, went to one forest and tied them to a tree, feeding them with only gari, bread and water. You know, those bodies could not take, they were asking for 25 million naira. By the 4th day, the 2 children died. Those boys left them there and ran away. But they tracked the phone, the police tracked the phone number, which they were making the demand, and were able to arrest the 2 boys. My pain stem from the fact that when they asked them, you were asking for 25 million, they said yes. If they pay you, what are you going to be doing with it? They said they will do business. Which business? They could not say anything. You can see that at 16, 17, what efforts have they put into making their lives better, and then they have failed. We don't necessarily them looking for extraneous assistance or solution.
I think we should make conscious effort on our teenagers, dissuading their
this one, they said they saw that thing on Facebook. I went to see
It's
the
really
good.
sad.
I think it's good. I need to quickly say this. Yes, in as much as I'll blame the teenagers, I think I will focus more on the parents. Why? A parent will tell a child, see your mates, what they are doing. What are you doing? And particularly some girls will bring money and they will buy stuff for their parents and nobody asks questions.
Okay.
In fact, now you see to some teenagers are the one that even pay the rent, feeding their parents.
Okay, let's hold it here. We'll still continue with the newspaper review this morning. But before we go on, I want us to go on a short break. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Welcome. You're currently on DSTV Compact. Ready to step up?
Let's do it!
Congratulations! DSTV has stepped you up to DSTV Premium. Enjoy all your favorite channels like a boss.
Step up to the next level on us. Upgrade your current DSTV package and we'll step you up to the next highest package at no extra cost.
This is your radio. This is your radio.
Star FM 101.5 gives you the best of music, news, talk, entertainment, and sports like never before. We give you incisive news every hour, quality music, and sports all day round. Listen to the most entertaining, creative morning show on radio as Star FM gives you top newspaper review, headlines about politics, business, crime, events, and entertainment stories between 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. daily. Our midday show gives you classic, up-tempo, and contemporary urban music to start your day and get you energized. Between 10 to 12 noon daily, we serve it fresh. Now, take your lunch with us on Lunch Hour Show between 12 noon and 2 p.m. as we pack you with good mix of music loaded with interactive live chart, comedy, game shows, and current events. Our word of sport on Star FM comes on daily at the 5 o'clock hour, 6 o'clock hour, and 10 o'clock hour. Daily on Star. Our evening belt showcase a mix of urban music, oldies laced with big jokes, talent on shows, and relationships. You don't want to miss is the PM Crew. And round up your day with us on Body and Soul, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. daily with the very best of rhythm and blues, cool music to take you to Wonderland. Join us daily as we give you the very best of music, news, sports, talk, and all-round entertainment. Star FM 101.5, entertaining you all the time. Star FM, your favorite radio station. Star FM on DSTV 869.
Welcome back. Yes, it's still Bumper Breakfast and we are still going on with the review of the papers. And before we went on the break, we were talking about the values, the core values that unfortunately we had, it's been lost in our society.
It is lost, not been lost, completely eroded.
Now,
Yeah.
talking about a whole lot of atrocities that we hear day in, day out. I just hope that people or parents will begin to make conscious effort. I know I have a grown-up boy, you know, a boy in his very late teenage age, and I remember there was a day I just called him, and I wanted to have, you know, a discussion with him, and I said, I feel something is wrong with you. I think there's something you are not talking about, because I realized that for some time he's been withdrawn, reserved, and I tried to probe, and after some time he said to me, you see, Mommy, I want to have a very good future. I said, yes, that's good, I like that. He said, I don't want to suffer. I'm thinking about how I will make money. So I realized that I think it is the mindset of the average, you know, child now. I will still call them child. So since that day, I started making a conscious effort to dissuade his mind, to let him understand that, look, now, let me worry about how I will pay your school fee. Now, let me worry about
worry about passing his exam.
That is it. Let me worry about how you will wear clothing. Let me worry about, you know, what you will eat. But then you worry about how you will come out in flying colors. This particular thing you are doing, you know, you worry about how you be the best out of it and every other thing. You see, I think that is where we are losing it. And consciously, day in, day out, because I know I have an adult, you know, with me. Yes, I make conscious effort, and when I see things that are strange, you know, I try to, you know, bring it up, and we talk about it. At times we quarrel, but we still, you know, there was a time I even realized that he was having an account I wasn't aware of. You know, me, I tell my children I'm Jinta, and they know their mom is Jita. You know, we were for about 2 months. We were on the issue of this, you know, this account, and I had to get to the root of, you know, where the money came from. We had less than 20,000 in the account, so to speak. But then I said where money came from. You think it's all kind of. But I tell you, for 2 months, in fact, I had to go to the extent of, you know, having a meeting with his father that happened to be my ex, that we hardly talk. But because I had to just, because of the child, because of the future of the child, I had to set some records right. And I had to let him know that, look, you cannot take, you know, this and hide under this. I think that is a conscious effort parents are not making now.
We are talking of ill-bred parents producing ill-groomed children.
But these children we are talking about, now probably 18, 19, 20 and all of that.
2 video clips.
Their parents will be like somehow in my age group, and we were brought up, you know, well.
Wait, 2 video clips came up in the last 7 days. One was of 3 boys who ran away from home. They said they want to go and learn Yahoo.
They left Benin or something.
They left Benin. 3 small boys. There was another one, a boy of about 2 years. Whether somebody was manipulating him or not, when the boy was saying that he wanted to learn Yahoo, he could barely pronounce the word Yahoo. And I was like, what is this? Another video clip, a boy of about 3 was seen drinking beer from the bottle at a public function, and no adult was reasonable enough to call the mother to order. Like you said, there has been a systemic erosion of values, and it started from the family end. Why? Because the first people you know are your immediate family, your father, mother, brother, and all of that. So if within that enclave you cannot be managed and groomed to come up right, you can imagine society is waiting. Whatever value or not what you bring, there's a place for you in society. You can end up under the bridge, or you end up in the university.
Okay, talking about the society waiting for you, the ex CBN governor, now Emir, is talking here, saying that Nigeria will be in deeper hole by 2023. Is that something that we should take? Let's allow.
He has lost me.
Let's allow. I want to hear.
He has lost me. He had the chance as CBN governor to have implemented policies that would have changed the face of our macro and micro economy.
Probably we were not in any. Probably we were not in any. Well, we were not in any.
He was pontificating and doing tribalistic banking and all of that.
Your opinion.
So that's the truth. Look, let's stop running away from saying the truth. Whether we say it or not, one day all of us will die and go away. And besides, anyway, at my age, I've had a good life. If for saying the truth, I have to go, so be it.
All right, thank you. So do you think we really will be in a deeper hole in 2023?
Well,
do you think that we still have over a year to go? Do you strongly think that we still cannot get it right?
Yeah, we see. I respect Sanusi, and I know when Sanusi, when he talked, whatever, he had probably look at things critically. It's not always right, though.
It cannot be always right.
Saying that, well, he must have seen something to make such statement. But for me, maybe because I'm very optimistic.
I'm an optimistic person.
You know, with everything, I believe in hope that things can change. But you know the truth. Because, you know, there's this saying, they will say, oh, my heart is saying this and my head is saying that.
Something else.
If we continue this way, where's the policy? Where's the system?
The guidelines.
Some assaulting policy. This one will come today and tomorrow. Okay, where are we? We look at 2015, 2014, we complain about the administration. Not so. How much was dollar in 2014?
199 was the highest.
Even, I mean, look at even when they said maybe the barrel of whatever, but at this time, how much? Now, what has happened between that?
Then and now.
These people came to tell us every year they will make refinery.
What
not
one?
Not one. So now this is, so if he's saying that based on what he's saying
now,
he's not really out of place.
All right.
But then I do not totally trust all these games because some of these motives, some of them, when they make some of these, they know where they are going.
Exactly. It's
flying.
Let me.
But if we continue
because
this way,
of our time, let me just.
It's flying.
Country will be in a mess if we don't fix it.
But we still have.
For all that, we still
have about 13.
Now all of them are talking about election now. They are talking. It's about election and nobody. Now the people that talked about restructuring, when it got to the government, they changed it. The people that talking about electoral whatever the law being amended. Now when they got there, it's so difficult for them to sign this same law. So we are not ready.
Well, maybe the reality will dawn on them. That's why we should tell everybody aspiring to go there now, to look before you leave. Don't come and tell us when you get there that I did not know it was this bad.
Before we run away from here.
Okay.
Since I was born, all I've been hearing austerity measure. SAP, all of that. Oh, we say we should tighten our belt. No, I don't longer have a belt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Ara is saying he doesn't have a belt.
I don't have a belt.
All right. Quickly, let me just run through the Punch newspaper before we wrap up this segment. The Punch is coming with a different list story this morning. NIMC telcos meet again. Chinese Nigerians battle force. Subscribers remain stranded. NIN verification problems affecting other agencies. Downtime enters 7th day. Chinese India manufacturers join Galaxy Backbone in marathon repair sessions. Jamboree out postponement of 2022 UTME registration deadline amidst itches. This is just unfortunate, and we have.
It's not unfortunate. We saw it coming
in 2021. In 2021, they are going to the moon. In 2021, the Chinese is making, artificial sun. In 2021, all of them in 2021, all artificial rain, and all we are doing is we praying. We go to every Friday. That's what we are doing.
Hard work with our parents.
And our laziness, we're so lazy that we put everything on God. We are not serious.
Oh, thank you very much.
So 21.
So you are an apostle of prayer too.
I believe in praying and working. Working and praying.
What did you say?
The Bible says faith without work is dead.
So she said working before praying.
All right.
We're not doing the work.
Okay.
Just praying. And I'm sure God has been so tired of us.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Gentlemen, it's been good having you on set with me this morning. I said when we started the show that I'm garnished amongst men. Thank you very much, Ariola Dende. Ario, for being a part of this show.
All the time.
Thank you very much.
Don't mind the lawyer. Make no break also.
Marisa Lainka Day. I like that.
I will go to court.
I like that, Daniels. Thank you very much for being our guest this morning.
Thank you for having me, Ola Daniels.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. We're wrapping up this segment. We'll come back after this short break. Please stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
If you can show me love, I'm in love for real. Daddy, that baby say she be one for me. This one will be April Fool because I dey cash coin. Melanisa, how do you? Sweet past, can I your love, baby? Me, I want more of your love, baby. Lady me. Melanisa, how do you? Sweet past, can I your love, baby? Me, I want more of your love, baby. Lady me. Yes, say. One question. Say one question. Me, I got lots of questions to ask you. One question. Sure you go love the boy. One question. Sure you the beautify. One question. Me, I go love you die.
Welcome back. Right now we'll be talking about it's Tuesday. We'll be talking about the care of the eye, and so to say that I'm hosting this segment this morning, and I've been using my glasses for how many years now? Wow, it's been such a long time, over 30 years. Talking about 30 years I've been using my glasses, and maybe the specialist in the house will tell me something to do differently so I can stop wearing these glasses. All right, this morning we'll be talking about the care of the eye, and we'll be dealing with eye examination. In the studio with me, I have Dr. Priscilla Imade. She's a doctor of optometry, yes, and she has a PhD in public health. Yes. Good to have you in the studio this morning.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited always to talk about eye care.
All right. Okay. It seems that we are. It seems all the ophthalmologists, they use glasses. All the ones I've always seen, they use glasses.
Well, it's our work.
So you must.
Then we wear to make a statement. We wear for correction. See, glasses these days is not only for eye problems. You can wear glasses for protection, like when you work on your computer. You may not necessarily have an eye problem. You have glasses that you can wear to protect your eyes. And glasses too could also be part of your dressing. You can wear glasses to make a statement. You know, you just want to look you just want to look
so I can put on a glasses that is not actually recommended and it wouldn't affect my...
have different types of glasses when you come to the eye clinic. But some of these ones they buy by the roadside and all that may not necessarily be the best for the eyes. Because the fact that you can put a glass in front of your eyes and you see, there's a science behind it. And when that science is wrong, it can end up affecting your eyes. So we always encourage people, whether you want to use glasses for cosmetic reasons, for fashion, or for correction, please make sure you are getting it from the optometry clinic or from an authorized source.
So
that's what we do.
So you are telling us this morning that you can actually use glasses whether you have defects with your eyes or not. Just make sure you get it at the right place.
Exactly.
Okay, tell us this morning about eye examination. How often should I examine my eye?
Very well.
Let's even take it from the fact that I do not have issues with my eyes. So how often should I do that?
Thank you. Let's start from the fact that you said you don't have issues with your eyes. Now let's understand a little bit about the human eye. The human eye is one organ in the body that when it's going to have a problem, especially the problems that will lead to blindness or more debilitating conditions, it does not give you warning signals. A case in question is glaucoma. And then two, the eye does not see itself. You use your eyes to see every other thing. If you have a cut on your hand, you can see it and know whether it's healing well, whether it's okay or not. If you have any problem with any other part of your body, you can see it. But when there is a problem with the eye, you can't see it. You don't know. And when we look at ourselves, as you are looking at me now, I'm looking at you, you may not even know that there is a problem with my eyes. So that is part of the reason why in eye care, in optometry, we encourage everyone not to wait till you have a problem before you do an eye examination. We are always on the preventive side.
So how often should we do this?
So for you to be able to examine your eyes, you must start from birth, according to the rules. When a child is born, the eyes are checked. If you remember, maybe when you gave birth to your children, you see the pediatrician come in shining light to look at the child's eyes. Yes, we call that reflex. You check the reflexes. Then when a child is 6 months too, you will see when you take your child to the hospital, you see the pediatrician too, still shining light to check the pupillary movement of the child. And then when the child is 1 year, the same thing. At 3 years too, the eyes will be checked. Then from 5 years, then the child should be able to come to the clinic for an eye examination, whether there's a problem or not. Then as this child moves from class to class, the eyes too should be checked. Why we say as the child moves from class to class is because these days, the volume of work that children do in school is enormous. It's quite a lot. And so the work that your child is doing in school should be commensurate with the visual demands, the visual needs of that child. So once that is done, if there is no problem with the eyes, after maybe secondary school, you can be doing your eye test 2 yearly. But from 40, we encourage people to do eye tests every year, because at about that age too, certain diseases can creep up in the body.
Whether or not you have issues with
at about 40, many people start developing hypertension. People too start developing diabetes. So many health challenges start creeping up, which can actually affect your eyes. Also, eye problems start creeping up at about that age, like the one we call presbyopia. At about the age of 40, many people will start having difficulty reading printed materials. So if you don't check your eyes, you may not know. And then once you are now 50, 60, you need to be doing more regular checks, because at about that age, cataract will start setting in, macular degenerations, and so many other problems, even glaucoma. So, but if you don't go for eye examination, you may not know. So this year, personally, I'm on a campaign to all Lagosians, all Nigerians, that we should ensure that we are doing a comprehensive eye examination. It's my advocacy message for this year. When we say comprehensive eye examination, we are not saying just go and check for glasses. You see, many people mistake eye examination for just glasses. Eye care, eye health is more than just glasses. So when you walk into an eye clinic this year, demand that you want to do a comprehensive eye examination. When we say comprehensive eye examination, we mean every aspect, every anatomical structure in your eye should be checked. For example, we look at the anterior part of your eyes. That's, as you are looking at me now, the part that we can see, we call that the anterior segment. That anterior segment is just about 1/6 of the size of your eyeball. About 5/6 portion of your eye is embedded in your skull, which we don't necessarily see. And actually, that's where the powerhouse of the eye is that makes you to see. So we have certain tests that we can use to check if there are issues that will develop in your eyes, maybe in another 5 years, in another 10 years or 20 years. We can examine. There are tests we can do now. And you see, technology is advancing. Technology is increasing. So there are tests you can do that can show you things in your eyes that you may not have known about 10 years back or 20 years back, especially when you have a family history of a problem, say like glaucoma, cataract, or even refractive errors like short-sightedness, long-sightedness, or any kind of eye problem. So make sure that this year you are doing a comprehensive eye examination. Comprehensive eye examination will put you on the preventive. We say in our local parlance that prevention is better than cure. But here in Nigeria, from my practice, I've been practicing optometry for over 20 years, and I've noticed that people would rather come for a curation than to do preventive. So please, this year I'm admonishing and encouraging everyone that you should start the year. The year is still early. This is February. Go and do a comprehensive eye examination, whether you have an eye problem or not. And any eye problem that can lead to blindness, like glaucoma, if you detect it early, the prognosis is always better. Before I came here, somebody called me on phone and was like, doctor, my sister, she can no longer see. She's this, she's that, you know. Somebody who is well educated with a family, is have the means and everything, and all of a sudden he can no longer see. It's painful. Okay, what happened? He said they said she had a glaucoma. And from what we have seen, from what science and research have shown, glaucoma, as we speak, does not have a cure. But if you go early, on time, to your optometrist and you have your eyes examined, you do this comprehensive eye examination we are talking about. Previously, say 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you see this glaucoma can be caught early. And treatment can be given, advice can be given. Just a simple caution of saying, okay, don't do this, can go a long way to help, you know, such a person in developing blindness.
So you have symptoms. You will have seen symptoms of all of
signs,
yes. Some of these diseases.
Exactly. And we will advise you right on time on what to do, what not to do, and how to prevent blindness.
Thank you.
As we speak now, blindness from glaucoma is irreversible. Blindness from macular degeneration is irreversible. Blindness from cataracts, yes, well, we can reverse it. But when there are secondary opportunistic problems, it becomes another issue altogether. So please, so long as you have eyes, you have your two eyes. What I'm saying is that you may not know when that eye is developing a problem. You may be seeing. I have seen people, I've seen patients, they slept and they woke up. The following morning, they are not seeing again. They say, oh, it's one witch, it's one wizard. And when we examine them, we discover that it's not.
Thank you very much.
So please, do a comprehensive eye examination this year.
All right, it's been so good, it's been so wonderful. All right, I'm sure that a lot of people, they would have some questions to ask you.
Yes.
Quickly, could you just drop your number so that if anybody wants to ask you more about eye examination and the care for the eye, please quickly do that.
Okay, my number is 0803333 again 6672.
Okay.
Let me just repeat it.
Yes.
080
080
33
33
33
33
66
66.
72.
Very simple. 080
33
33 66 and 72. All right, thank you very much. That's been Dr. Priscilla Imade talking to us about the care for the eyes. I appreciate you for being our guest this morning.
Thank you.
All right, whether you've got an issue with your eye or not, please do your eye examination. And I'm sure those of us that have been using glasses for over 3 decades, we just have to do that more often. It's been good being your host this morning. Bumper Breakfast continues tomorrow. My name is Yinka Kenny. It is bye from me for now.